Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Michigan Wolverines taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Michigan's will have some work to do after that short return. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused on.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Now, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Feeling some heat. And he's going to go down at the 1.
That might be a little too close for comfort for me. If I'm a play caller, I want to create some space. I want to take a shot and maybe throw the football down the field. But woof, I want my quarterback to know, like, listen, hey, we're really close. We're a bad spot away from 2 points for the other team.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So Georgia's offense will get the ball for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
Picked off. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he's a real nowhere man. this no-gain land. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a ready.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. There, but couldn't hook up. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Handoff from the gun. Hey, that's a live ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The offense set for a 1st down play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Looking downfield, it's Kane. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I tell you, as a quarterback, it's going to be hard throwing the ball over the middle of the field against this defense because these D linemen are huge and they've got long arms. That was like trying to throw over it.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Handoff to the single back. Turns it on in midfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. On the run, it's Daniel. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Eastern Michigan rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Ypsilanti. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Fast motion from the offense. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Wolverines are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Michigan! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception for this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Gets away from one, finds some space. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how...
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. He's loose down the left side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Yeah, and when I got a guy like that at QB, I'm going to give him the ball early and often. I'm going to let this dude do him because given multiple options, he makes the right decisions, you could tell. But in the end, he's got speed, playmaker. I want to find ways to continue to get him the ball, let him make decisions, and make plays like this.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Quick completion on the out route. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And you hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
They're bringing heat, and he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it.
Lofts one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to throw, it's Kane. He makes the connection. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on 4th down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds. On that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. And get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
That makes the score. Michigan 31, Georgia 14.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll start this drive firing. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking for a man, it's Kane. They get to him as he throws. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this will be caught at the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
Man, what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot. But here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position, go make some things happen. Force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Kane. Zings it complete to the right. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Looking to move it through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Gets it out quickly. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient. And when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Going to the running game. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
He is going nowhere. Stopping at the line of scrimmage. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab down the middle. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same calls.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. A 3rd and long coming up here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They take the lead with the 6. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That's caught. It's Daniel. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Comes out throwing on first down. Release to the back. Makes the catch. It's Daniel. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quick handoff. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Off play action. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Leaves it with the running back. Makes a man miss. Got enough space. Touchdown, Michigan. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Still on his feet at the 35. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Back to throw, it's Kane. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
On second down, looking again to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Still on his feet at the 45. Nothing but green ahead. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Powers forward. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Motion from the offense. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Getting some heat. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
This really has been a master.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. He wants a big play here late. He makes a grab, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
Man, that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ballgame.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have a choice. I trust my offense. I make the plays I know I can make. I watch the clock, but I stay aggressive.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for Pats. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back to their offense. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been